Hello, sanibonani, bon nice. Ni right, ni sharp, ni relevant. Lalela, welcome to vNAF studio with myself and Ontobeko Gasbisi. Super excited that you're joining us once again. You know, good to say, always putting my business here and there, trying to find out what is the artist doing and how are they hashtag still creating and finding amazing absolutely everywhere. Do you want to know who I've in store today? Do you want to know? It's that guy.
Testing. 1 2 1 2.
So what is the second one?
Second what?
The second law of thermodynamics.
It's been really interesting. It's been a complete learning experience, of course. Jumping into this was a total experiment. We just have a lot of enthusiasm and like most of the theater I've ever worked on, it's very collaborative.
Tell us a bit of the nostalgia of what you miss round about this time of the actual festival, the actual physical touch and the rubbing of shoulders. Paint us a picture of that in contrast to what's going on now.
Yeah, that is hard. You know, part of the allure of the festival, anything like it, is it's like a big family reunion, and it's where you really get to see your colleagues again, whether they're from a different country or a different city or a different province, to see their work, to chat about things, to catch up. And not having that is hard. It feels like it's a big part of it that's missing. It came really from the idea of wanting to experiment with how we can maintain live storytelling in a digital space. We can't be there. We can't have audiences around us necessarily. We can't all be making work together in the same way. So what is now possible? How do we do that? And I'd seen a lot of really exciting stuff. I had seen filmed theater. I had seen live performances on social media. And I was really interested in how we can take the best of both of those worlds and try and put them together for a virtual festival. Guys, pull in. We're throwing the dice here. We've got a really interesting group of people together. I think there are some great ideas, and it is a very new space, and we're really interested to see how it plays out, what people think of it, what resonates with people. Either there.
Nice. In the words of James Cunningham, guys, pull in. You know, we haven't talked much about African comics, and I've got someone here on the line, Utara, who's part of the curated program, and they got a production called Afropolitan Comics.
Yeah, so this was actually born out of the Art of Comics exhibition, which we hosted at the Johannesburg Art Gallery last year, very successfully, which was a dialogue between French bande dessinée comics and South African comics. And for the festival this year, we decided that as we weren't able to bring the physical exhibition, we actually wanted to expand the exhibition into the rest of Africa and see, you know, what are beyond South African comics as well. You know, what does the rest of the continent have to offer? We have 8 comics from South Africa and 8 from the continent, and we're talking Ghana, we're talking Cameroon, we're talking Algeria, Zimbabwe. So I mean, there really is going to be an exciting opportunity for visitors to get a taste of the talent in the continent. I mean, if you look at comics like Kariba, you know, the main hero is a young black girl. Captain South Africa is a strong black woman. You know, this is a comic by Bill Masuku. So I think that we're seeing increasing representation in comics, and you know, it's so important that we, you know, as audiences show up and say, we're here for it. You know, we're here for this content. We need these stories, and let's support the people who are telling these stories, and let's show them, you know, how successful, you know, these stories are and how important they are.
Good afternoon from Baden-Baden, Germany. I'm Adam Donan, writer and director of ixon in Agony. So, the first thing to be said is that I really wanted to create something after talking to Rosera, who has been brilliant in putting this together at such short notice and such an exciting program. But I really wanted to create something that was not going to be just documentation of something you might otherwise see at the theatre, but would rather be a work that would be best experienced at home and would turn your home into a theatre for one. things to be experienced alone, and that's what this work, Nixon in Agony, is. It is an audio drama which requires that you listen with headphones, but if you do listen with headphones, will put you inside of the head of Richard Nixon in his final night at the White House as he is about to resign after a huge corruption scandal, Watergate, which is of course something that presidents resigning with corruption scandals, I'm sure South Africans would be quite familiar with.
Stop it!
Settle yourself a cocktail or drink beforehand, put your headphones on, do dim the lights, and then just settle back, and an hour later you will have traveled on a very strange and I think very interesting experience. The first thing to be said is that the reason to click on this production, to experience this production, is not about you supporting artists. It is about artists providing you with something that you have not been able to experience for months. It really, for me, and I'm speaking here as somebody who watches a lot of productions rather than as somebody who makes it, it has been painful to me to have been without art, without drama for so long. And I'm really excited that this is a work that can bring drama into your home, that is not just watching a video, but is rather properly experiencing a dramatic work that is meant to be experienced in your home.
I guess that ends our exciting episode right here on the vNAF Studio 2020 with myself, Unondobekwa Spisi. From myself, I'll see you a bit later.